Does BMI really tell everything about your health? Watch on to find out why a high BMI may not necessarily lead to greater health risks. Hi, I'm Irene, a physiotherapist specializing in chronic disease management and exercise therapy. On this channel, we'll talk about everything related to exercise and health, empowering you with knowledge and skills needed to achieve your health goals. Although body fat often gets a bad rep, it actually plays a key role in maintaining bodily functions such as organ protection, insulation, energy storage, as well as hormone production. It is only a health issue when we possess excessive amounts of body fat. And that is exactly how the World Health Organization defines being overweight and obese. It is the abnormal or excessive accumulation of body fat that presents a risk to health. For many years, we have relied on using body mass index, otherwise known as BMI, to establish if we have obesity. For Asians, a BMI of 18.5 to 22.9 is considered normal. A BMI of 23 to 24.9 is considered overweight, while a BMI of more than 25 is considered obese. It is a convenient measure, for all we need are simple measurement scales and we can easily calculate our BMI from our height and weight. But what BMI fails to do is to capture the essence of what it means to be overweight or obese. Let's take a look at the WHO definition again. As you can see here, BMI does not directly measure body fat. Neither does it tell us when extra body fat can possess a health issue. As such, if we rely on using BMI alone to diagnose obesity, it can easily lead to the overdiagnosis or underdiagnosis of many people. What do I mean by this? Let me illustrate this with a simple example using my little minions. So based on their respective height and weight, Chubby and Mussy both have a BMI of 26.1, which falls under the obese category. Chubby has excess body fat, but no evidence of reduced organ or tissue function due to obesity. In this case, using BMI correctly diagnoses obesity, and it can be further subcategorized as obesity with preserved health. As for Mussy, although it has a similarly high BMI, there is no excess body fat or any signs and symptoms of health issues. Like many other individuals with high muscle mass, such as athletes or those who do lots of weightlifting, Mussy's high BMI is mainly contributed by muscle mass, and there's nothing to worry about at all. A BMI-based diagnosis in this case would make an overdiagnosis of obesity. Conversely, it is absolutely possible for someone with a normal BMI to have a high body fat percentage. Take a look at this DEXA scans of the two individuals here. The areas highlighted in yellow represent fat tissue, and as you can see, the individual with a lower BMI actually does have a higher body fat percentage. This is what we call the skinny fat phenomenon, which is quite common, especially in the elderly with low muscle mass. Very often, their health risk goes unnoticed because of their normal BMI. So BMI aside, do we have any way of measuring our body fat specifically? Yes, we can use a method called bioimpedance analysis, or BIA for short, to look at our body compositions. So depending on the price tag, some machines can measure things like body fat as well as muscle mass, while the fancier ones can even measure things like proteins, minerals, and your cellular water. In a subsequent episode, I will go deeper into how BIA machines work, as well as tell you the difference between the very fancy and expensive machines you see in clinics and gyms versus the affordable home use units that look just like your regular weighing scale. To sum up, the risk of being overweight or obese has got to do with the excessive accumulation of body fat. Although BMI is a convenient measure to identify those with potentially high levels of body fat, using it in isolation is not an accurate or comprehensive diagnosis of obesity. I hope you found this video helpful. Please remember that the information shared here is for educational purposes only and not intended to replace medical advice. If you require any tailored advice, please approach a qualified healthcare professional. If you like this video and would like to learn more about exercise and health, hit like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.